Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, they have to be pleased with the way things have gone for them this season, winning 3 of their first 4 games. They've been a confident-looking team since the end of the preseason. And we'll get to see John Wall tonight, the former #1 overall pick out of Kentucky at 6'4", with a 6'9" wingspan, 39-inch vertical. Kenny's got all the physical tools.
He's a one-man fast break. You know, he gets that rebound. Not only do you see the defense sprint, you see the offensive wing sprint the lane because they say this guy is out. And I love watching John Wall play.
And he uses his size, takes the contact, he can finish in the lane. And most of all,
yeah, buddy.
And you know, I know you talked to
The Marine Corps War Memorial in the foreground. No shortage of magnificent structures here in Washington, D.C. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. And with the road trip approaching, the Wizards play the final game of their homestand. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the two teams, one in each loves home field.
Well, looky here, we've got an inter-conference matchup. Always interesting to see how two teams match up that don't get a chance to see a whole lot of one another.
All field
listen already.
On the floor for San Antonio. Torres in at point guard. Aldridge out there with Stauskas. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Here's Torres, and he gets it to go from the corner. On defense, San Antonio. They are coming into this having asked to win against the Knicks in the last game.
Really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Wall's shot is off. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. G, no good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And Beal kicks the Wall. Here's the 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Wall's got 5.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense, but he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Here's Torres, and right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
So it's Washington now. It's stolen by Stauskas. And a fast break down for the Spurs. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by G. McCollum's got his first basket of the night.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. In 4th, the Spurs.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
From past the arc. Wall's shot is off. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fires from the wing. And it's San Antonio with another.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Inside, here's Burns. To halt the run, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah,
by Wall. Here's Torres, and it's San Antonio with another.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Wizards trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
Gotta find something, you're right. There's a good screen. And it's Beal in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Beal can't get that one to fall. And the Spurs with possession. They're on an 11-2 run. Pass to G. There's a minute 34 left in the first. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defensive better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And the shot's good for Carter. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 13-4 run. Spurs passing it around. Here's Aldridge. And the Spurs scoring again.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Wizards trail by 6. And Wall kicks to Beal. No one near him. Again, the Wizards score. 50 seconds left to play.
Who got that man, bro?
The Spurs have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Kicks to Stauskas. Here's G, covered by Wall. G, no good. Wizards have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. They grabbed their own miss.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the left. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Capella's checked in, and it's Thomas Robinson in for Jay Crowder. San Antonio also making some changes. Fareed's checked in for Aldridge. Brown comes in for Davis. Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 17-6 run. On the court right now for the Spurs, Torres. He's in at point guard. Stauskas is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's McCollum. Here's Torres. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. G's got 15. Wizards trail by 12. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Unletichep. And again, Washington no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He ended up with 44 points.
Why am I doing that?
What he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Freak, number 1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
And what a game for G. He's got 17 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that. You've got to get yourself there first. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Fuck this shit.
He hits both from the strike.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
And I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Great overlook there. And seven.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point at first.
And a serious dunk to finish it off.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills. Oh, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Spurs right now. Second in field goal percentage, second in fast break points. And they were ranked number 3 in three-point shooting. That was a huge weapon for this team, knocking down shots from behind the arc.
And as you said, there weren't many teams that scored with the efficiency that they did last season. They did a great job of being selective and working for the best possible shot.
There's the dish to McCollum. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And that one's good by G.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get ahead of him. A moment here to check out the numbers for Wall. Great showing season. Put up about 17 points a game, 8 assists and 4 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yep, without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem.
Gobert, checked in for San Antonio. Patrick Beverly comes in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Torres. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
The shot is good. 46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Over to the wing. Wizards trail by 16. From downtown, that's good from Beal. Assist by Wall. And that's 11 points here for Beal.
Fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. That's good. And that's now 30 points for Freak.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And here's Wall. He had a 27-point outing in the last game against New York.
And how about how opportunistic he was defensively? Steal after steal for him in that game just showed the quickness of his hands and anticipation. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there.
We got time for loose.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. Without defense, we have torn them up. I'm not sure they're going to come out for the second half. When we play deep with this much grit, it is no fun to take us on. Something I
got a lot of rebounds though.
Off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep fighting.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
But right there, Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Then
look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. They got good looks. They've made 3 out of 4 of them.
The feed to G. Here's Patsatsuyu, blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Wizards trail by 13. Pass to Crowder. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Beal gets a wide open look. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Spurs second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Fareed's checked in for San Antonio. Brown is checked in for Nick Stauskas. Pass to Burns. Here's Beal. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
For Washington, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Count the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. They compete from here. And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst. And I think it allowed them to put that run together.
Here's Torres. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good. G's got 34.
And they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
Greg, I love the fact there's no clear victory. They know they can't cut the lead down all at once. They're not trying to bite off too much.
I think they're not playing G, bro.
Chipping away at it, just banging at that rock, trying to chip away at it. So far, so good.
So both teams changing it up here.
Fuck them.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to New York. On the floor for San Antonio, Torres. He's in at the point. Aldridge out there with Stauskas. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
This is to Capella. Now here's Wall. Not a lot of room. He kicks it to Capella. Bank shot. No good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm. And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
The layup missed.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Feeds it to B. Lets it go with a three. San Antonio with the rebound. G's got 6 rebounds now in the game. From the wing. That's short off the rim.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Pass to Wall. Just 5 on the clock. It's Beal on the wing. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Spurs leading by 18. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
From downtown, and again, it's San Antonio with a three.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Outside Wall. The quick look, no good that time.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Stauskas. Shot, no good. And it's Washington the other way. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. That's good. And it's 9 points for John Wall.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Beverly dishes to G. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. And that'll be his third foul so far.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Kenneth Fareed's checked in for Aldridge. And McCollum subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Torres. Nailed from three-point land. G's got 46 points.
There's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had been a little tighter.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Kicks it to Crowder. He dishes it to Beal. It's stolen by Stauskas. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And he finished it off with the lay-in.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo Soray performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
A rebound by Torres. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Puts up a three. Rebound, Washington.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Off.
I hate this thing.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle. You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Spurs leading by 22. A minute 50 left to play in the final.
They don't want me to
and
move
the
in,
defense
like.
really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Here's Olenichev. And it's off from three-point range. Spurs have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And he gets it to go.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an in-seat. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And it always feels good to get that first win in the season series. Going head-to-head twice this year, this will put them up 1-0 so far against the Wizards.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for G. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Releases from 15. Beal can't get it to go.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Now here's Fareed. He's guarded closely. McCollum kicks to G. 5 on the clock. Intercepted. Just second between the shot clock and game clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here are the Spurs. The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Takes the 3. No good.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one.
Well, and Marcus,
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's...
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille.
That was not easy. Guys want to go ahead and game now, so you know these guys can be nice and
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's game at AT&T Center is the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season.